What's up, folks? It's your boy, Toy Art Unlimited, and I'm going to be reviewing the Incredible Hulk issue 1 today. This was recommended to me by Marvel U as something as a starting off point. I'm not usually huge into Hulk, but I got into this, and I'm glad I did. So, we start out with a group of people that are like down in a tomb, and they're searching for treasures and stuff, and they get in there and they realize this is not a regular tomb. There are a ton of monsters down here, obviously. So they start looking through stuff, and this one woman picks up a skull of a child, and automatically she's possessed, and she starts changing into this demon, and she starts to demolish the rest of the guys that she's with. And then we go to a little diner with Bruce Banner coming in and sitting down and talking to a woman about how he's just there to get a couple sandwiches. And she says, well, my dog is all over you. I can't decide what to make of you. So he buys the dog a sandwich, and all of a sudden he starts hearing from the Hulk, like, oh, I'm coming. So he decides he's going to take off and run for the woods because he knows it's just a matter of time before the Hulk shows up and Hulks out. So he's trying to get away from people. And sure enough, it happens. And the Hulk is pissed off, and he's had enough of Banner, and he's trying to break out. So he does. And the next thing you know, Banner is surrounded by the police because they came to him after the diner. And meanwhile, we have this girl out in the woods with a redneck family and her friend, and she's trying to steal her dad's car to be able to get out of there because he's obviously a scumbag, redneck piece of crap. So her and her friend are trying to steal the car, and her dad comes out. So she takes off and runs off into the woods because she knows he's going to try and beat the crap out of her. And then we flash back over to the crime scene of where Bruce Banner was, and the woman that was possessed has a couple of guys with her, and she's off looking for the Hulk. So she sends one dude who kind of turns into like her tracking hound and says, go get him, but don't eat anything until we get what we're looking for. So she sends the dude off into this hunting stage, and we go back to the girl who's still running from her redneck father who's got the car going. She gets away, gets in an accident, but she just manages to get away. And then they show Bruce, and he's hulking out. And so, yeah, he's officially the Hulk now. And he starts trashing people, as the Hulk normally does. So here he is, taking out the DEA and the people that were tracking him down. And then we go back to her, and she goes over, and her dad is like lying on the ground. And he's like, I'm going to kill you for trying to mess with my car. And she has enough. She snaps. She kicks him in the face and starts beating him literally to death. This little girl is not joking around. And we see that he's obviously at some point burnt her or beat her so good that half of her face is smashed in. So we go back to the Hulk being stalked by the demon that she has unleashed on him. And it ends up going to the guy instead, and so the demon's like tracking him down, and then she says, well, if this is the Hulk and the Hulk is the green door, then the green door is what we need to open. So she calls out all the demons that in the tombs and all the monsters from the swamps, and puts out a hit on the Hulk, basically. So that's where we are at the end of this issue. So that's just a quick review. That's where we are, and I can tell you I am about 15 issues deep. This is like a 21 issue run, and this thing just keeps getting more and more phenomenal. All the monsters start stalking the Hulk, and all sorts of things happen with Charlene, the little girl. It is definitely worth picking up. Check it out.